Hey guys, I'm back. Now it's time to turn this $6 fine from Goodwill. Remember, we found it in Goodwill. It's time to turn this $6 fine into an abstract piece of art. And this is gonna be so much fun. I have never used this paint before. This is from Dollar Tree. It's called Praying. We're gonna try it. And I want the background black. And I want the accent part of my painting, this metallic gold, because it would match my living room. I'm gonna insert a picture of my living room. So, let's get started. Wait. I'm going to bring out a sponge brush too, just in case. A sponge brush. Hold on guys, let me get my sponge brush. Old Faithful. We have a brush. We have our plate. We have our water to rinse out our brushes. So, okay. I'm always nervous, but at least we're only painting the whole thing black. We're gonna let it dry, then come back, and then we're gonna paint the gold accent where we need to. So this is the top of our picture, and this is the bottom. But look, remember, I'll show it to you again. When we got it, you see that? Remember? $6. It was $59, now it's $6. Okay. Let's put this back down. Be careful. I'm painting on my table and it is flat. So hopefully this goes well. Good Lord, please help this painting go well. In Jesus' name we pray, amen and hallelujah. Okay, let's get going. Okay guys, when I was putting this paint on here, I was a little concerned because it was Dollar Tree paint. And sometimes when you get an inexpensive paint, it won't cover the way the more expensive brands do. But let me tell you what, Dollar Tree has some really good paint. I use it for a lot of things that just don't have fabric paint yet. Or I haven't seen it, but I believe it's right around the corner. But all of the other acrylic paints, and I believe if you use this temper paint on a different medium, it would be good too. So shout out to Dollar Tree, man, because paint can be so expensive and our supplies can be so expensive that it will make you afraid to try, or you would just say it's not worth the investment. But this was certainly worth the investment. So as you can see, I'm painting it and it is covering everything. Now, I don't want you guys to be afraid. You know, I get a little nervous before I paint something, but don't be afraid. Just dump that paint on there and try, because everyone's an artist. Art is subjective. It depends on what you like. So if you like it, it's art. And it's your art. So you won't see it on anyone else's walls. You'll just see it on your own. And it's such a cost saver. Man, have you ever gone into those stores and seen how much those pictures cost? And don't even try to go into a gallery and get a one of a kind painting. Man, that would cost you an arm and a leg, and it's worth it. You know, artists took their time, they've had training, and they are producing some beautiful pieces. But guess what? We can too. So I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to go ahead and try. And I can't wait for you to see the results. So let's recap one more time. We spent $6.09 for the painting. I ended up spending about $7. It's covering. For the supplies. So that's what? $12, $13. for a beautiful piece of art for your home. So, yeah, I think it's worth it. Another thing, don't let anything stop you from trying and getting started. Because my brother has a thriving hat designing business. He designs and makes his own hats. So, our upstairs is now a studio for his hat business, and it's well worth it because he has just taken off. So, I don't have the room I used to have, so I just painted it in the kitchen. I was not going to let any excuse or anything stop me from creating. And you see, it didn't take up much space. I didn't drop any paint anywhere. And we'll see how it ends up. All right, thanks for watching. But make sure you like and subscribe. And let's see what happens. Okay, so that's our first coat, guys. It looks different already, doesn't it? And once this dries, we'll do it again. I'm happy. I'm happy with how it looks. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm happy how easy it was. It took no time to do. So we have covered this in black. Yep. And hopefully, it says gold metallic. I'm hoping to add a gold metallic accent because my living room is black, white, silver, and gold. So we will see. I'm excited. I think it's gonna work great. But guys, I hope you get encouraged when you see frames at Goodwill. They don't have to be what you see. You can just paint over them and put on them what you want. So I like how it's separated here. Look how it's separated. So expensive. It's separated right there. And once I hang it, this is gonna be amazing. Once we finish it, so we'll let this dry, and I'll come back to you on tomorrow. We'll let it dry 24 hours, and then we'll come back and we will paint it again. And this particular paint, I used it on a different project. I didn't like the way it dried on that project, but I'm gonna like it on this project because it's a very black, matte, muted look, and I love that look, almost like a chalkboard. Is it chalkboard paint? No. Ready to use tempera paint. Tempera paint. We'll see. I'm excited. We will see. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow when we let this dry for 24 hours. We'll come back tomorrow and see what happens. Peace. See you tomorrow. What's up, guys? It's been 24 hours, and I don't particularly care for this. I don't particularly care for this tempera paint. I hope I'm saying it right. Tempera, I think that's how you spell it. But it's a water-based, and I don't particularly care for how this water-based paint turned out. And I should have used a roller and not a brush. I should have used a roller, not a brush. And on this portion, I painted part of it. I didn't see it looks uneven. We're gonna take care of that tonight because I found a sponge roller at Dollar Tree for $1. Even comes with a paint holder, which is convenient. And I know that this little sponge roller is gonna give it even coverage. And on top of that, I found the black acrylic paint. Everyone's used it and you can't find it anywhere. But at my school, there is a Dollar Tree just in the cut, y'all, that no one goes to, and if they do, they're not crafters. So I said, let me run over here lunchtime and see if they have the paint, and they had it. So I'm so excited. So let's put our second coat on. I think this is gonna be the coat we want. I think this is gonna be the finish we want. Plus I'm gonna cover all those edges that I didn't cover before, and we're gonna give us a nice finish. So come on, let's paint our second coat. You ready? Okay, let's do it. Remember, this was but I'll put how much I spent on everything at the end of the video. But this was $1.25. I think I'm just gonna dump the paint on the canvas and paint it that way so I won't waste paint. Because look at in this little holder, it's wasting too much paint. Then we'll dump it right on the canvas and just paint it that way. Ooh. I think I need my reading glasses to make sure I'm doing a nice, even job. Let's see if this helps. We're gonna dump the paint on the canvas because I think it's gonna be better for us. So it's day 2. And we found one thing out. I found out I didn't like that coverage of that matte black tempera paint. But you notice a fun fact, guys. I am left-handed when I write, but I do everything else with both hands. I'm ambidextrous. Did I say that right? For everything else. So it makes it easy for me that I use both hands for everything else. So I can iron both ways. I can paint both ways. I can hammer with both hands. I think it's from playing piano with both hands. I'm not sure. But anywho, I thought that was a fun fact that I am left-handed, but I do everything else with both hands equally. Okay, so we're putting the paint on. That looks so much better. You see that? Using the correct tools makes a big difference. And who knew that Dollar Tree had rollers, and 4 came with it. 4 rollers and the tray. And that is so expensive at Home Depot and at Lowe's. You know, you start tacking on the dollars when you start adding your supplies. And then you want good supplies so they'll do a good job. But this was such a good and nice surprise when the salesperson at Dollar Tree showed me that. I said, you have any brushes by chance? I don't see any foam brushes over here. In the art supplies, I think everyone bought them. She said, we have foam rollers over in tools. Let me show them to you. And I went, no way. And you know, now Dollar Tree sells items for $5 too. So I thought, maybe this is $5. So I asked her, is this $1.25? And she was like, yep, sure is. So I bought 2. I did. I couldn't believe it. Look how much easier it is when you have the correct tools. Spreading that paint on so evenly and quickly makes it a breeze. So if you can, get the right tools. And if you can't, you know, try to get as close to it as possible. It's going to make your life so much easier, as you can see with me here painting this canvas. I need a brush like this. Uh-oh. Look, y'all. But guess what? I love paint so much. Paint gets on me. But I always put on my painting shirt. You see me in the same shirt every time we paint. Because if I try and paint in regular clothes, it's not gonna work for me. I have to wear something. But I noticed that these sides, I gotta hit those, y'all, because it'll make a difference once I hang the picture up. I don't want the sides a different color. So I'm gonna hit these sides so it won't be a different color. I had a long day at school, and I want to say, oh, those sides won't matter, but they will matter. They will matter. So I gotta hit those sides. All done. Look, that looks so much better. Can you tell the finish on it is so much nicer? It looks high end. This acrylic is nice. A lot of painters paint with acrylic when they're doing different paintings. So I know this acrylic is just going to, I don't even mind those lines in it. It makes it look more high end. It makes it look like an artist, which I am an artist. It makes it look like, and you are an artist too. That's right, we're artists. Yes, we are. So it makes it look high end with those little lines in there. I'm so excited. So now, leave it here until I go to bed and get with those kiddos in the morning. So I'm gonna leave it here, and then we will, put it somewhere else. So during the day when my family wants to use this kitchen table, they can. And but we'll leave it here overnight because everyone's in the bed. And I'm getting ready to go to bed too. But we had to make sure we stay on track. You don't ever want to get a project and say, I'm going to do that, and then at 6 months. Give yourself a deadline. Say, I am going to start this project in the next 48 hours, even while you are in the store. Say that to yourself. Say, I'm going to start this project within 48 hours, or I'm going to leave it here until I have time to do projects. But don't let your projects sit. Because my goal was to buy this at Goodwill. Remember, it was trees. And get it home and get the only thing that slowed me up, I couldn't find the black paint. And I looked, but today I found it. So that's neither here nor there. We have it. And we have our roller. So now I'm going to just toss this because it came with 2. So I'm going to toss this because it was only, pamper it, wash it out, save it, all that. So if it was $1.25 and I have 2, it was 55 cents. 60 cents. It was 65 cents. I'm going crazy. It was 65 cents. So since it did this type of job for my picture, I'm going to toss this and keep my life worry-free. Because when projects become too hard, we tend not to do them. But if you keep it simple, then you complete your projects, and they'll be beautiful. All right, guys, that's it. I'm tired, so I'm rambling. But I'm glad we got this done. I kept my word to myself, and we're on to the next phase, which I've never used before. But it's acrylic, so we should be fine. Can you see the gold in it? Can you see it? It's a metallic gold. I'm gonna surprise you. I saw this piece, and I'm gonna tell you this, I promise you. I saw this piece that I love so much, And it was just black and gold, and it was abstract, matches my aesthetic in my living room, and we're gonna go for that. And I think we're gonna be just fine. So, with your confidence and my confidence together, we'll be okay. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you after 24 hours when this has a chance to dry. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so when I do more projects, you can be right here with me doing them in easy projects, and we can save money and make our homes or offices beautiful. All right, see you in 24 hours. Guys, this is supposed to be day 3, but I erased day 3. So we're going to have to move on to day 4 to the great reveal. I'm so sorry, but here it is. And here we are, guys. Look, it is on the wall. And it matches the living room. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Look, it doesn't even look like the same thing. Look at that. It really looks good. It's on that table. And it really looks good. Doesn't look like the same picture, does it? I love it. I love it. And the gold looks metallic, which is what I wanted. And it is gorgeous. Look at that. Yep, see? See if I can move back so you can see the aesthetic. It looks so good, doesn't it? Big ass table, and all this stuff. I did that picture too. Same way. I'll have to show you that one day. It's called Freedom, but it really brings in the aesthetic of the living room. I love it. You can really see it. You see it? Very, very nice. Very nice ambiance. Wait, maybe I should show this way. Hold on. You can really see it. Let me see what this side helps. Yeah, it does a little. You can see it. See, guys? White sofa. I have to cover it because we live in here. We're not gonna be. Look. That looks so good. That Dennis box is on sale on eBay. So, mid-century modern ice bucket. Isn't that beautiful? But anyway, it is done and it is on the wall. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, we found this for $5 and it was a picture of trees. And then we went over to Dollar Tree and we got gold metallic paint. I thought it would take 2, but it took 3 tubes of paint. Remember to put that third one on? And black paint, we painted the whole canvas black. Yep. We had to put 2 coats of black on it. And then we did our metallic and that changed it. And in total, it cost us, and then we bought the little paint kits from the Dollar Tree. This cost us about $15 total. I think that's a pretty good look for $15. The hardest part was being patient to let it dry. That was the hardest part, just the patience we had to give ourselves to let it dry completely in between coats. So remember to like and subscribe, and you'll see me transform even more items that we find at Goodwill. You just have to have a little imagination. If it's a really good quality picture, I'll show you other things that I repurpose for my home and clothes I repurpose and redo. We'll be doing all that. All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace. This video is in memory of Rob Lee.